Alright guys, this is William. Welcome to my channel. So if you're new here, this channel is all about programming, about game development, about app development, about incorporation of artificial intelligence. And you're watching a series of videos about our Crazy Alarm Max Pro projects. And this game is starting with a joke, but I think we already really near the finishing point of our game. Previously, we already solved the problem of the consistency of background music using a really interesting concept called singleton, which makes that if you are going to reference a single object, multiple scene or multiple places, you're going to make that specific object singleton. Basically, if you want, say, the background music to be consistent along the way, you're going to do that. And let me just show you the code. So we make our audio play a static instance, and we will wake it by call this check singleton code, and inside the check singleton we're going to check whether the instance is already there. If it's already there, not equal to none, which means that it's there. Okay, so we're going to first is switch off the active functionality of the game object and then destroy it. If it's not there, you're going to attach that, you make that a specific instance, the specific game object that this code attached to, and don't destroy on those. Okay, so this is the way that to make it consistent. And then we're still lacking a really interesting feature in our game. So let me show you our game. So basically, this game is about llama spitting, and we got a little coyote coming spitting at us, and then this turned out to be a spitting contest. We already got this score functionality in this game scene, and say every time we kill the enemy, we got a specific thing. We can assign different score to here. Okay, so but there's still a really important feature that we are lacking, which is if you're running to the end of the game, you're not going to store the score. So what I'm going to do is to make this score the singleton as well. So I think at the end of the screen, I think let me just unpause. Let me just finish this game. Okay, so let me quickly heal myself. Okay, so wait for 3 seconds. We jump to the end screen, and we're gonna try again. We're gonna return to menu, and right now we don't have the sort of ranking system that can show the maximum score. So I'm going to make it a little bit challenge that the player can say hit the maximum score. Okay, so what I'm going to do is to go back to the end scene, and I'm going to get this canvas. Okay, we just make it smaller here. We don't need that, and double click the canvas. Okay, we got this logo. We're gonna try again. We'll return to that. Let me adding a say like the highest score is a certain score. Maybe here. Okay, at the top of here, the highest score is. Okay, I'm going to add that. I think I'm going to adding a new element at the top of here. Okay, so let's just grab this canvas, and I'm going to make a new UI element, and let's use Text Mesh Pro because it's just so much better if you like to add some text. So I'm going to get the max score or highest score, maybe highest score, highest score. Okay, highest score, and let's just make it here. Highest score will be something here, and let's just make it above. Yep. Maybe above or below. Let's think about it. Yeah, I think the try again need to be right a little bit, and yeah, never mind. I'm just going to just focus on this highest score. Okay, so what I'm going to do is to get it here, and then let's add some text. So the highest score is okay. So I'm going to just get rid of all this padding. So just automatically switch it here, and I'm going to add a placeholder. So the highest score is, and then will be I don't know, maybe some placeholder like this, and I'm going to auto cite it, and maybe max score, the high score, the score record is, I think the score record would be, yeah, better. Score record is something like this. I'm going to make it, say, at the center of it, and at the center of it, yep, and maybe change the name to a much more consistent name of say bluish. That's definitely not it, because you can actually see that in the game. It's definitely not good enough. So maybe just a simple black, maybe. So I'm going to just make it black, and I think maybe add a sort of background. That'll be fine. So what I'm going to do is to add a let's add a empty image or raw image. Doesn't really matter. Okay, let me just use a raw image, and this raw image should be here. So I'm going to change the layer a little bit. So let's just get out of this raw image, and because you are above this higher score, so it's just below a little bit, and the raw image will be here. Double click, let's make it smaller, double click, and what I'm going to do is to yeah, I think we also got the anchor of a raw image. You can change the anchor, and of course you can let me just eyeball it. Okay, so approximately just the size of here. Okay, so we got this highest score, and there will be a certain background, maybe something like this, and a little bit transparent, something like that. Yeah, and let's make it bigger. Okay, so the score record will be something like this. Okay, so I just want to make a placeholder, and then I'm going to draw all the assets. By the way, if you're interested in how I draw assets and learn digital art, I got another channel called Learn Digital Art, where I share my journey of learning. So if you're interested, you can go to that channel as well. Right now, let me just focus on the underlying logic and the code. Okay, so yeah, I think I already finished that, and I am going to use encode to control it. And yeah, in order to actually control this this text, let me just say this is the high score text. I'm going to make a new script that can control it, and let's create the C# script. And I'm going to call it, I don't know, this game over control, something like that. Okay, so I'm going to say game over control. Okay, so basically that will just handle everything that happens when you actually reach the game over screen and your controller. So first I'm going to get hold of the text. Okay, so I'm going to say a serialized field, and I'm going to say game object game canvas, not something like that, but rather I'm going to say the text. I think I haven't imported that yet, so it hide here, and I'm going to using screen scene management, not something like this, but rather pro. So we got this text mesh pro imported, and then I'm going to use the text mesh pro. Score text. That's perfect. That's exactly what I want. So I can access the score text, and we got this script that can got this score counter, something like that. Okay, so we can actually change that, and I'm going to say this score counter will be a score counter, so we can actually access it. And in order to do that, I'm going to wake it, so void awake. This is just as the same method as the background music player. So we get access to this score counter, and we're going to say find objects of type, and I'm going to say this will be a score counter. Okay, so we initialize it, and then we're going to change the text to first you awake it, then you can change the text. So I'm going to get hold of the score counter, and I think I can get score counter. Inside of it we got a get score, right? We can return a score, and it will be integer, remember, so we need to change. Let's go to this game over control, and I am going to get this score score text. Okay, so I'm going to change this text. The score text dot text. I think Copilot already got that. Score counter get score to string, and we can actually do that, but it will replace the other text. So I'm going to show you what I mean by that. So let's just hide it. Remember, we got this hide score. We got some text on it. We got the score record is a certain score. So what I'm going to do is to just copy exactly the same text that's shown here, but replace the rest of this 999 with the getter number. So you won't notice the difference once you see the game is playing. So let's just go here, and what I'm going to do is to rather, instead of just a to string, I'm going to use a concatenation to it. So I'm going to put it in here. Okay, so score record will be a certain record. Okay, and and we can get that. Let's just concatenate it, and other things when you concatenate it, we can just say score record will be, and concatenate that. And if you're gonna concatenate these two string, we'll just darken, because you don't necessarily need it. You can just use the concatenation like this. Okay, and so we got game over control here, and what I'm going to do is to actually go to our game end scene, and I'm going to control the game by attaching the code here. So let's go to this. I think I can just attach that to the canvas. Doesn't really matter which element that you attach to, right? Because it's just a neat place. You can even got a, say, I don't know, an empty game object. You can still do that. So let's just add components. We're going to get this game over control. So game over control, and we got this score text. Okay, so hardest score, yeah, there will be a score text. Perfect. So let's click this and click and drag, so we can get hold of this hardest score text and we can change it. Okay, so let's try this out. I'm not sure it will work 100%, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to test this. Yeah, because we start at the end screen, we need to click try again. Okay, and then you will just bring you guys back to this game, and let me just quickly earn a certain score. Okay, so I get 50. Okay, I kill the big boss here. Alright, I'm going to get maybe, hopefully, 1000 for that. 400. Okay, hopefully I can get 1000. Yeah, finger crossed. I'm gonna kill the boss. Oh, sorry. So, yep, we are unable to see the change, which is weird. You should see the, yeah, it's really weird. We got this control, and we got this grab this hardest score. Yeah, it's really weird. Let's do a quick debug. Alright, I think I find out the reason why it does not change, because if you yeah, this is just a quick debug. I look at here, we got non-reference exception, object reference not set to or instant of object, and we got the game over control start at as a script game over control. If you double click, you can say you can't seem to find this score. Okay, so basically we are not going to get this score counter. So I think maybe the score counter, we haven't make it prefab yet. So yeah, that's the reason why we can't find the score counter. That's the reason why we can't actually access it. So what I'm going to do is to save whatever game we are already on, and let's go back to scene and check the score counter. So end scene. Okay, we got this all sort of thing. Okay, let me expand it. Game scene, we definitely got a score counter. Okay, but we haven't make a prefab yet. So yeah, so let's just go back. Yeah, I think this will be served as a script scene, maybe, yeah, effects. Yeah, I don't know where to put it, but let's just put it inside here. Okay, so as a prefab. So we got this score counter, and we drag it here and it just become a prefab. Okay, and since we are going to count this score not only in here but also at a different scene. Okay, so I'm going to say at the end scene we also need a score counter. So we haven't got the score counter yet, so I'm going to go back here and we got the score counter, and I'm going to just place it in. It doesn't really matter. Let's just place it here. It doesn't really matter. Okay, and just for yeah, completeness reason, I'm going to just go back to menu scene, and we can add a score counter in case we're going to add some score here. Okay, so let's go to the end scene. I think because right now the score is 0, definitely because we haven't played this game. So if I hit it, most likely it will just solve this problem and make it the score 0. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this will work because you already can access this score right now, and you know that it's 0 right now, and yeah, and let's just quickly play it to see whether you can transfer the data Okay, so let's say we got. Hang on, let me just quickly add some score and die. Okay, let me hit this boss. Okay, we got 300. And let me just quickly die. Okay. Right, here is a problem. So, if I die, the score just automatically reset to 0. So, well, we are going to sort of transfer this data before we die. Okay, so here is the challenge for you. Okay, so this problem will only happen if you actually made the game yourself. Okay, so you can't possibly encounter that if in the face of your designing this game. You can only encounter the problem like this in the real world of development. So I'm going to pause here a little bit just for you guys to yeah, I think you already got the ability to actually solve this problem. So I'm going to yeah, you can hit the pause button and try to solve this bug yourself. And then if you are confident that you want to compare your method and my method, you can hit play and let's check whether you got it yeah, completely the exact same or you got an even better method. Alright, and yeah, I'm going to make a code that can yeah, reference that and it can actually change according to my logic. So let's go back to script, and I think we got this C control, enemy damage audio player, score counter. Yeah, that's exactly it. We got the score counter, we got integer, we got a getter, get score, right, and we got add score. Yeah, I think I am going to adding a singleton to the score while referencing this singleton of audio player. Okay, so if you check our audio player, we got this awake and check our singleton, and while we're checking our singleton, we say whether you got instance, yeah, something like that. So I can use exact the same method to do the score. So I'm going to get a static, and I'm going to say score counter will be a just an instance. Okay, and score counter instance, you don't need to be private. Score counter instance, and after that we're going to awake it, void awake, and in here we're going to say check singleton. I think I'm going to copy the code here. Okay, check singleton and score counter, check our singleton. So we got singleton here, and we're going to say void, because right now we haven't got the check singleton here. And check singleton, we're going to define that, and I'm going to say if, yeah, I think most of the code is same. Let me just copy all of it to here, and yeah, set it to false and instances on destroy. Yep, I think that's pretty much it. So we got yeah, check that by yeah, by replay this game again. So I think I'm going to change the scene to our manual scene, just to completely go through the game process. And let's hit play and wait for it to load. Okay, and let me increase the volume a bit. Okay, start a new game, and we're going to gain some score. Right, got 100, 200, 300 right now, 400. Okay, I'm going to intentionally just kill myself by standing here. I'm going to decrease the volume a bit. Okay, the player's been killed by Coyote. And yep, so clearly the instance will get carried, but the score got reset. That's definitely not what we want, so I'm gonna change that as well. Yeah, I think I need to reset the score while we doing the sync control. So I'm going to add a little bit of code here. Okay, so I'm going to get this score counter, and there will be a score counter. Okay, and we can delete private and access the score counter. And when you, we need to awake it. So void awake, and we're going to implement that. We're going to say score counter will be find object of type of score counter. Okay, so once I got that score counter, I can reset it when you load the start screen. Yep, when you load the start screen, you're gonna reset it. Load game over, you don't need to reset it. So yep, so load. Yeah, let me think about it a minute. Load start screen, you don't need to reset. Yeah, when I load the game, I'm going to reset it. So dots reset score. Okay, so only when I do that, I'm going to reset score here. And since we already reset score while we are at the scene control, okay, so we don't need to reset that at the runtime. I'm going to comment that, and I think that will solve our problem. Let me just change the volume a bit so it won't get too distracting when we test the score, right? So let's just wait for it to compile and test it again. So click it and wait for our familiar do 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 music coming out, just for it to compile. Yeah, I think I just restart this game. Sorry about that. Yep. So this will be our starting menu. Okay, and I can't hear the music. Okay, I can hear music. I'm going to turn down the volume a bit. Okay, let's start our game, and I'm going to quickly get some of the score. Okay, let's just get $400 right now. 400, yeah, 550. And I'm going to commit suicide of our llama. So I'm going to kill myself. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, 700. Okay, so the score record will be 700. That's brilliant. The reason that we can get this score record of 700 is that we already make this score counter as a singleton, so it can carry over from that different thing. Okay, just like the background music. Okay, so you hear do 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 because that's the singleton and while you're playing game or you're at the menu, you can still got it. And of course you can try again, and only when you try again or return to the menu, let's try again, because when you click try again, we got this panel that can show the current score. And I believe when I actually click that, you are going to trigger this scene control. You are going to load the screen, and before you actually use the scene manager to load the screen to our game, we are going to access this singleton of a score counter and access reset score. Okay, let me try that. So remember, it's a 700. Click it, and it will not carry over the current game. Okay, so yeah, I think that's pretty much what we set out to do. And yeah, we use the singleton. A quick review: we use singleton to not only carry the background music but also the score, and we use this score to to keep the highest score, as well as to reset score when you actually play the game. Okay, so don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and if you think my video is helpful, please give me a thumb up, and yeah, I will see you in the next video. Bye.